a good program in place for bullying right now. There's always work to do, obviously. Times are changing all the time. But I look at things a little bit differently. My life is an emergency department nurse. I'm in the emergency department every single day. I see mental illness every single day. And I see kids with mental illness every single day. And I think bullying gets to be the buzzword, the catch-all for all of these things, when we really need to focus on the mental health of our kids. I myself also met with Mr. Trububach to discuss some things, and we did kind of talk a little bit about this, because I mentioned that the Princeton School District has a little bit different program in place to help kids with their emotional health, grow them emotionally to prepare them to be adults, to make good decisions, to make good career choices. That is a little bit more geared towards maybe the older kids, and a little bit more encompassing of making good life decisions. I feel like we really need to expand what we have going on for bullying right now. We really have to try and engage parents, because I do feel that it starts at home. Parents need to be involved, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever is helping these kids. We need to get people involved, and we need to provide more meetings, activities, forums, whatever it might be, to get people involved starting at home, and carry it through, and collaborate with the schools, with the counselors at schools, reach out to what we have in our community.
Thank you. Next, we're going to be going on to the closing statements, starting with Mrs. Nelson.
First of all, I just want to thank everyone for coming tonight. This is a big deal in our community, and it's good to see all of you here and supporting the school and the school board members. Just to kind of summarize, and my reason for school board running is my greatest strength is in the finance industry, and my ability to analyze and comprehend financial statements and budgets and use that data to make informed and responsible decisions is going to make me a good board member. And I really want to lean on that, because I think it's important, especially given the budget constraints we have in our current situation, and things that we might face going forward if this referendum doesn't pass in November. There's going to be some tough decisions that have to be made, and I have the experience and the expertise to help the school board make those decisions. I ask for your vote. I'm really excited about this opportunity, and go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Herwig?
The primary purpose of our school is educating our children. And we need to have this school system so organized so that the possibility exists that some of our kids could apply and get accepted to Stanford, Harvard, Yale, Princeton, and my school, University of Pennsylvania. That's where the future of the country really lies, in a well-educated school, or kids. And my feeling is, based on the MCA tests, is not that we're doing the job that needs to be done. And so I would want to have it where our school, we're dealing with bullying problems, but I want to deal with academics. I want to see that our kids are getting the education they need to have to absolutely live the lives that their parents would hope they would live in this country. And the school, it was brought up that the school is we have the great community because of the school we have. No, it's a help, but we have a great community here because of the families and the churches in the community, because that's where the values are set. And those values need to be translated into the school.
Thank you. Mr. Quakens?
Well, I thank everybody for coming. I don't want to be argumentative up here. I think it's important, I'm not going to plug me so much, I think it's important to remember that in our district we have great teachers, we have great students, we have people that are trying every day Our kids aren't failing. We have students that are pursuing dreams every day. My daughter, a 2015 graduate, has moved on to the Air Force Academy, a school that is not easy to get into. Our teachers and our students are doing great things. I'm getting a little emotional up here, so I apologize. Let's not sell ourselves short as a district. I'd like to have everybody's support, and one last plug is please consider voting yes for both the questions on the ballot this November.
Thank you. Mr. Day?
Again, thank you all for coming and to the forum tonight. And I'd just like to say that I've tried in my 3 years to make decisions to promote our students as the focus of all of our district's decisions. And that's something I will pledge to continue to do if I'm reelected and maintain a healthy financial outlook as we of the district as we move along too. So I feel my experience is a plus, and I think it helps me do a good job on the board. And I would thank you for your vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Larson?
I also would like to thank the Chamber for hosting this event, and thank all of you for the opportunity to share your evening with us. I know everybody's busy, and we've got a lot of other commitments, so I do appreciate you coming and listening to all of us and hearing what we have to say. I do feel like I would be a very good member of the Malacca School Board. In my career, I am every day constantly making crucial decisions, critically thinking, making decisions that not only affect my patients, but my coworkers, my company, and I think that I am very transparent in my discussions, my decisions, and I feel like if I was elected to the board, I would do my best to represent our community, our parents, our kids, number one, and our staff at the school. And I'm here because I do care very deeply for this community. I've been here my whole life, and I have no intention on going anywhere. And I do care about our kids. So I hope tonight we've provided you with good information and information that will help you make a good decision, a good informed decision when you go to vote, and I hope that you would vote for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Pomodoro?
Thank you. Thanks again to the Malacca Chamber of Commerce. This has been a great event. Aren't you excited about how many people are passionate about your kids on this stage right now? I mean, this is great. And we have so many people that represent the kids on the board. And so I would be honored if I had your vote. Please know, with my background and my training, I would be an advocate for you. I build consensus. That's what I do every single day in my job, in my professional life, and I would love to bring those skills to the Malacca School Board, so I ask for your vote.
Thank you. Mr. Parkos?
Yes, thank you to everyone for coming out tonight, and thank you for the Chamber putting this on. Really appreciate it. Being a school board member is an important role in our community. We set the vision for our district. We adopt policies to support that vision. We manage collective bargaining agreements. We manage the budget and finances of the school district. Many of us have a lot of different backgrounds, and many that support those roles and those things that we need to do. And I do have a passion for public education. My role as a business owner and engineer who specializes in school construction, school design, 21st century education. I work with many, many school districts across the upper Midwest. I talk to superintendents, school boards, parents, teachers from all over the place, and you learn a lot. You learn a lot from all these different districts and all these people's different views and what's going on in education, across a wide smattering of sizes of districts, from a district of 600 students or less all the way up to a district of 5,000 plus students. You see it all, you hear it all, and it's really eye-opening when you can see what's going on out there and have those opportunities to bring some of that knowledge and some of those visions of what's going on out there to our district.
Mr. Schober?
I get the last word. I got the first word, I get the last word. Well, thank you all for coming tonight and taking some time out. Hopefully you've got a lot of insight into all the great candidates that are up here. I'll make it short and sweet. I would appreciate your vote on November 6th. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Large thank you goes out to the school for hosting the event and providing the refreshments that will be outside. Also a big thank you to the Milwaukee Area Chamber of Commerce for making this happen. Refreshments in the lobby. If you have any specific questions or want clarifications on any of the answers from the candidates, that would be a good time to have those addressed. Thanks again. Have a good night.